you got Myles Garrett, who's going to have his hearing with the commissioner. That's tomorrow in New York City. And I reached out to a source because I was trying to figure out, what is the appeal process? Well, he's been suspended indefinitely, and that's what he wants. He wants to know, all right, what's the time frame on this? How many games am I going to get? And I was told yesterday that it just makes sense for the league office to make it 6 games. And let's just, and postseason. But, the source said there's a chance that, maybe you get 5. It depends on how he is when he goes in and sees the commissioner. Let's say you said, now, if I'm Myles Garrett and I go in there and I say, look, it's probably best if I sit down the rest of the regular season, with the optics on this. I understand that, Commissioner. If we make the playoffs, can I play in the playoffs? Like that's what I would say. I would just say, Commissioner, I know that maybe you have a ruling here, but can I play in the postseason? Because the commissioner might look at that and go, they're not going to play in the postseason. But the fact that he's saying that, maybe you get this act of contrition where the commissioner will go, all right, maybe. Here is Roger Goodell on the upcoming hearing with Myles Garrett of the Browns.
It was, in my view, and I think our football people, something that had to be dealt with very quickly and very firmly to make it clear to players that is not acceptable. And I'd add one other thing, and to the clubs, because we also fined the clubs, both clubs, for having been the clubs that participated in this. Not that they were necessarily responsible for it, but they're accountable for it. And that's the message we want them to understand.
What did the Browns get fined? Do we even know that they got fined? Was it undisclosed? That seems kind of harsh that you're going to fine the team because of Myles Garrett going psycho there. I didn't see that there was a fine. I just knew that there was an indefinite suspension.
Yeah, it happened over the weekend. Just 1 second.
Oh, okay. So the commissioner is going to meet with Myles Garrett. And I don't know if you throw yourself on the mercy of, I don't even know what your excuse could be to have this reduced. But keep this in mind. He's having the appeal process because it's an indefinite suspension. He just wants to know, how many games am I being suspended? Yes, Todd.
I see something that says the Steelers and Browns organizations have each been fined $250,000.
Okay. So $250,000. When they dropped this?
I think it came out Friday.
Oh,
Shocker.
Okay. Yeah, I got caught up in, there's so many things with Kaepernick and all this other stuff.
And again, the fine is for kind of lack of control, the brawl, people leaving the bench. That was the language in the fines for the teams. It wasn't about one player and you pay for this one player. This is a team fine.
What were the teams supposed to do?
Stay there calmly, watch the guys beat each other.
Watch your quarterback get hit over the head with a helmet? Yes.
Well, yeah. Yes, actually. Yeah. I mean, if you're a special teams guy and you have no business being on the field, you have to stay on the bench.
Yeah.
Because there were 5 other dudes who were taking care of the helmet incident.
You should be allowed to have one designated fighter that he's allowed out on the field.
Pouncey took care of that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was suffice to handle the business.
I like how people go, you know what, and Pouncey, and I think that's right, he should have been able to kick him. No, just because Myles Garrett did something stupid doesn't mean Pouncey gets to kick you in the head.
I had no problem with what Pouncey did. I was applauding it as he was throwing punches.
I understood that Myles Garrett deserved it, but that doesn't mean you allow that to happen.
Shouldn't have even been kicked out for the last 8 seconds. They should have let him stay in. That's how strongly I felt about Pouncey sticking up for Rudolph, almost having his skull cracked by a helmet.
Thank you, Todd.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.